if I could paint that hobby paint. I guess people like the hobby paint. Okay, if I can paint that hobby paint right in the center, right here, that section right there of the metallic mix, I can't think of the name for it now, cinematics. So I requested somebody said if I could paint that in there, so I'll paint one in there right in the center, because we're just going to do, we're going out to buy more of this paint. So first thing first, my name is Kenneth Bird, my company is Crystal Edge. We did a demonstration on gray screen paint box. At the end of the day, do you know what you're getting at the end of the day? If you're getting hobby paint, or if you're getting Sherwin-Williams, or if you're getting real 100% screen paint, how would you know the difference between the two? So somebody requested for me to go in and do a demonstration like so of the product painted onto this surface right here. We're talking about the movie. All right, so I got a question asking about me painting that hobby paint. They were asking about it. This is the product right here. It's called, I got it for 97 cents. So this is what it's called. It's called Apple Barrel. So they want me to paint Apple Barrel in the middle of this right here. They want to see comparisons on just gray only. So, okay, not a problem. Not a problem. We'll do it right now for you. We're going to paint it a little square right in the middle. And that's a step before, because, you know, the person went into such a frantic rant about the paint. We are in the process of ordering the Cinemax again and bringing it down here for another unboxing to open it up, do the same thing all over again. At the end of the day, this is not paint. But until then, since you want to continue rants, you still have your other stuff here. Mind you, what do you want to say about this? Is fake too? All right then. He wants to. The paint right there. You don't have to go inside and ship it to you. You can go to Amazon and just pick it up like everybody else. So I'm going to put a link where we got the stuff from, and you can test it out for yourself. Someone was asking if I can hear it. So I am going to find paint for a gallon. He was also asking if I could find it in a gallon for him. And I said, not a problem. We should be able to track it down with no problem. We got a little hobby containers with it. So I have two versions of this. I have a black version we did yesterday against our product. Now we're doing one against his. I've already gotten a hate email. He sends me hate mail. Anytime I know that we pretty much hit that target correctly, we'll get the hate email from him. He sent me a bunch of hate email. He's very upset. But at the end of the day, like I said, you have to do these tests. We do them all the time. You know, I just got finished doing a whole bunch of tests against black surfaces against my product. As a matter of fact, my trailer, I just changed it to a demonstration of me painting on a screen with black paint. So what's the problem? What are you upset about? Just do the demonstration, man. At the end of the day, man. If you're not scamming anybody, at the end of the day, then your product won't match. You show a difference between night and day. I mean, if you are scamming people and you're sending them everyday paint with a little bit of glitter in it, then your product is not going to do well. So he wants me to paint this right in here on the screen. And we're going to do a second unboxing As a matter of fact, I'll be doing unboxing, and 3 other people are going to do unboxings on the Cinemax. And they're going to be testing against the Sherman-Williams. Coming in now, Sherman-Williams test. Okay. I told you at the end of the day that you spark curiosity. It's the last thing you want to do. I think it comes from now with the 9 demonstrations. Last year to do these demonstrations. When you do demonstrations and you deny it for so long, you're going to spark curiosity. Let me see. In here, that's right. I'm trying to size it. I don't want to take too much onto the screen. Someone requested this? No, just doing the request, that's all. I don't know. Maybe one of your customers could be requesting this. One of your customers could be requesting it at the end of the day. You won't do it, so I guess they're going to request us to do it. Because I guess you want to make sure that the product is not going to do what it's supposed to do. You're not going to do it. I mean, a huge red flag should be at the end of the day. If he's not going to do it and you got to ask us to do it, that should tell you right there that something's wrong. All right, we're going to put you right here. This is where we paint you at. Let me just look at this straight. All right, that's where you're going to be at. I'll be right back. Sherman-Williams. Angry. I mean, mad and angry right now. Mad and angry. Upset. At the end of the day, you got to back your product, man. Okay, you have to understand. You got to back your product. You can't just come on camera running your mouth. I saw the demonstration on that P2 projector. I've never ever seen a demonstration on that P2 projector. How well lit that environment was, how white everything was. I like that. I want to do the same thing in here. But the simple fact that they're displaying that projector on that level and you're displaying that projector in a dark environment 24/7 clearly shows there's something wrong with your screen paint. There's nothing wrong with that projector at the end of the day. Your screen paint is really bad. I mean, if you want to come in, if you want to do the demonstration, do the demonstration. You already failed at the tablecloth. You got to do that one all over again. I have no idea how you thought that was going to pass off in a dark environment like that, doing demonstrations like that. So don't get mad at me at the end of the day. Your customer requested this. I mean, apparently they must have asked you at the end of the day and you decided to say no. So I guess they're asking us. I don't mind doing it. little time today. So this is the hobby paint right here we picked up. This is it right here. This stuff came out pretty good. I'll tell you something. It's a pretty good, great paint. This is the color of it right here, so you can see it. That's the color of it. Look at this. And it matches your stuff, man. It does. But this is how you should be doing. Like I said, to be fair, I bought one for myself. I bought a black painter for myself. I did the demonstration yesterday. So what's the problem? What are we complaining about? What are we crying about now? It'd be different if I bought this stuff for you and I didn't do anything to my own product. Now that would be unfair, but I didn't put it against my own product. And I put this against my product. So what's the problem? What are you complaining about? What's the why you emailing me with all this crying and caring stuff? Why? What's the problem? I don't email you at the end of the day. I don't even bother with you. Why would I email you at the end of the day? My stuff actually works at the end of the day. So I can back my product up 100%. You can't, that's the problem. All right. Probably maybe just 4 of them you could. It cost me $4 because they're 97 cents. $4. That's good coverage. I'm gonna see how many it would take for you to paint a. Oh, we see you, Crow. I seen you pop in 2 times in the room. I seen you pop in. That's Crow popping in. That's definitely Crow popping in to see exactly what's going on over here. If you want the link, you don't have to go to buy the product. Apparently, I know the customer asked you to do the demonstration. I don't know. I don't know if you said no, you weren't going to do it. I don't know. But all I know is at the end of the day is that they requested me to put this paint in the center. They want to see what this looks like in the middle of your paint. That's what they're asking. So that's what I'm doing. The customer request is asking this. So let's see what a 97 cents or 97 cents container of paint, 2 ounces, next to your product, okay? I don't know what you're going to get upset about. I can make your product if I want to. I can reverse engineer, make your product better. And get out the ingredients. I said I'm not going to do that because there's guidelines I like to follow. There's the slide right there. It's the projector. See what we got. We're not testing our screen today. So, this is one of Crow's customers requesting us to do the demonstration. I don't know if he asked you or not. You said no. I don't know. I got 24. We're going to get a lot of these now. Oh, and by the way, any black screen paint products that you, 4th time asking you again, any black screen paint products you call yourself making of my stuff, send it over to my house so I can put it inside my screen at the end of the day. That's my 3rd time asking you to request this, but I guess you'll get tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, he calls himself trying to make our product at the end of the day. Send it over here. You got my permission. I'll test it, put it up live, and I guarantee it doesn't even match. But I guarantee whatever I pick up from Amazon and anything else on the face of the planet will match your stuff. But you can go in and do it yourself. But keep in mind, now your customers are asking me to do this now. I was downstairs relaxing. You think I was going to pass up this opportunity? He was real nice, too. Real nice fellow. Called me Mr. Bird and everything. Sat there and said, hey, look, can you put that against that Cinemax? I want to see what that looks like. And I said, okay, no problem. We got a couple of these tubes left, and here we are. Now, we're going to reorder Crow's product again. We're going to reorder the Cinemax. We're shipping buying 2 of them. One's going to another fellow. He's going to do his test against Sherman-Williams and some other products that he has. He wants to test it against. I told you, you're going to spark curiosity. you to do the test right away. You didn't do that. You wait, and you put your curiosity down. People are challenging your paint. They're throwing stuff against it. It's going to get out of control. I'm telling you. I'll do it. No problem. I'll set the projector up because I'm already test already. So let's see what we get out of this. And that's what my friends laugh about the video. Mind you, listen to me when I say this real quick. And I mean, follow with me and listen to me when I say this. That's why he got the nickname Slow Crow Don't Know. You know how he got the nickname, right? That's kind of slow because why? It's about the day. The fact that you call yourself put your product against, you know that we had a product way before you did. So that means we did the test on our products before we issued them to you, which means we had those videos timestamped. So how is a product that we had months ago, last year, we tested against our products, showing that they don't match, it's not matching somehow your our product. Because in the day, the product you have is not our product, it's black paint. It's the same way. But they were talking about that in the room, how dumb you are. I hate to say call somebody stupid, but that's what they prefer to you. They think you're like, how in the world did we had the surface first? I said, we did. We had the surface first. We test against our product. We bought one, we bought a second and third. We had 4 of them against our screens. And he's just so how the product, you know what? Yeah, they're laughing about that. That's how you got the nickname Slow Crow. That's what they call it. I prefer nicknames, but I do reviews about stuff at the end of the day. That environment, I saw like a P2 projector. Wow, man, if I saw that, I'd bought one. Right from the door. All that like they had in the environment, all the white furniture, and they know how to sell a projector. They know how to sell machinery. That even blew me. I love the environment they had it set up. But looking at your demonstration with the same projectors, like, ugh, I wouldn't have bought it. But then I got to remember at the end of the day that they are using very expensive projection screens, and at the end of the day, your product isn't what it is going to. We already know this. Let's move on to this because we already know the issue already. All right, that thing looks like. All right, you got the Sherman-Williams. This is over this side right here. This is what you want to see. I'm telling you right now, for me personally, this stuff is really, really good. We might have to do a comparison with this next to the Sherman-Williams. I don't know, because the Sherman-Williams is pretty good. That's the Sherman-Williams on that side. See, look, that's right there. That's the Sherman-Williams. That is the apple barrel. That's apple barrel right there. So we'll see right there. Okay, let me just what do we need right here? We need some power at the end of that. And you keep coming at me like it's an advantage. It's not an advantage thing. At the end of the day, it's curiosity. You know what you want at the end of the day. Are your customers getting shit house paint? But anytime you want to, any of those products you call yourself making our products, hey, some of that stuff. I want to test against some stuff. Feel free to bring it over. I would appreciate it. I'll pay for shipping. You won't pay for that. I'll pay for shipping. You know, take some of our stuff, send it over. I'm going to tell you why it'll never come over here. I'll tell you why. Because Adam is being fake. You can't make Jack for Jack. You can make screen paint right. I reverse engineered your Cinemax. We call it Silvermax. We made it better than what it was. So you can't even make screen paint correctly. I made that in no time at all. But let's help this customer out. Let me see what he needs to see. I'm going to use the Sony BPL FH36 as always. 4300 lumens, 1920 by 1200. Plenty of power. We'll get the party started. No shirt those. No hugging the screens. None of that. I'm doing it today. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is not going to go well. I can tell you that right now. I told you in a minute I pulled that paint, I was like, not good at all. I'm going to see what other 9 cents paints they have over there, too. Did I get my screen painted in real good? The color is really nice. Look at that. Look at the color of that. Yeah, I said very upset, very angry at the end of the day. What are you angry about at the end of the day? Just back it up, that's what you gotta do. But this time, remember, get rid of them red lights, all right? Don't need them red lights. I don't know what that was in the beginning, that's not necessary. Go put on some, put some travel colors in. Now, mind you, my screen's going to be nowhere in the equations. It ain't about my screen. He wants to see exactly how these gray paints are matching up. Let's get this off right now. Oh, that's never good. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. And the screen's wet. Mine is still wet. Throw a fan in front of it. I mean, it dries fast, I'll tell you that much. Let's get some sound in here. I don't know what you're mad about me for. Mad and angry at me for what? This is your product. It's not mine. I don't make this stuff at the end of the day. It's your stuff. You should be testing this stuff out. You should be doing these demonstrations. Screens.
Get that from YouTube.
Yeah, you're done, buddy. That paint just produced a higher white level than your product. Right from the door. I knew I saw something. When I was looking, I was like, wait a minute. It does have a higher white level. I could literally paint my name in your screen with this paint, and it would basically show a higher white level. This stuff goes on smooth. Man, it goes on nicely. Much better. Watch this. That's your Cinemax right there. That paint is on white level versus your Cinemax. And it's gray. This is the color we're using right now. And it's gray. And it produces a much better white level than the Cinemax. Much better. See the color is. That's the color right there. Look at the color it's putting in. That's the paint right there. 97 cents. That's it. Now why his product is so nice? It's black paint in it, that's why. Whatever they got in this stuff, it ain't black paint. It definitely ain't black paint. It definitely is not black paint at the end of the day. They got something else in it that's dark, but it's not black paint. You got black paint in your product. That's why it's doing that. I'm gonna write my name into your screen like I did with that black screen. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Look at that. and on about white level. Amazing, amazing white level. Apparently, oh no, this is better than your product. Way better. Way. I wonder how much they online figure out how much they want for a gallon of this stuff. I'll be back. All right, so unfortunately, can't get it down. Let's get it down. Think about 32 ounces, let me see, and 97 cents. That's like $1. 30 ounces, around 32. Yeah, $32. I mean, it was $2 per ounce. 4, 16, 10. Yeah, you still would come out cheaper. You still would come out cheaper. I'm gonna buy enough of this to basically paint a 100-inch screen and just spread it all in one container. But I wonder how much. You asked a question about the Sherman-Williams too. Let's put some of the Sherman-Williams up too. Let's put against the Sherman-Williams too. I want to see that too. Let's just do a strip. Strip right here. Am I cooking? It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. All right, let's do a strip of that right there. Now we're going to start getting customer requests on this. But I at the end of the day, you're buying have him do the test, which he should be doing. You can request him to do it. I'll do this one. Now I'll put a list of paints that's do a bunch of stuff. Put this on this over here. All right. but you got to do these tests, man. I mean, at the end of the day, if I didn't do these tests, I might be doing stuff against my stuff in the day. You know, so that's why I got to back my products up and do those tests. I'm sitting here trying to figure out stuff to put against my own stuff at the end of the day. Always curious, always wondering. So, you know, no shortcuts. If you want to take people's money at the end of the day, you have to do tests. You want people to pay you money, you're going to have to do tests. These are kind of tests that should be seen on your channel, on a regular. Now, for those customers that do own the product, you can pop over, I'll leave a link, you can pop over to Amazon and you can buy it for yourself. Or go pick up the Sherman-Williams. I'm pretty sure most of you already have done it already. All the caps that I received, the emails, and all the buck wild crazy stuff he said a few minutes ago, I'm pretty sure it's grinding his screws right now. Or I don't think it's eating lunch. But apparently he's getting a lot of spots to do this. So, there we go. There's the paint right there. 97 cents right there. Paint it right there. I think I got enough. I'm thinking about it. Right there. Right there. So we got next to the Sherwin-Williams, so that way you can get an idea which one is better. And there's still questions about that whole YouTube video that deleted off the account. How come he has some demonstrations? That's actually in the video doing those demonstrations. What's the problem with that? That hasn't done yet. "4K snow screensavers."
Getting that from YouTube.
Looks like the Sherman-Williams. It's not going to be good for you. I'll say that. Only grade here only. Any grade illustration. Any black screen. You know what's going to happen if I bring a black screen. What's going to happen. So we're going to keep this only gray screens only. Let's see where a customer's going to save some money. Customer requested this. His customer requested it. So the customer's a pro. He wanted basically to see the difference. I guess he must have asked you at the end of the day, you don't want to do it. I don't know why you don't want to do the demonstration. But apparently your white levels are low. Very low. See that right there? See how your white levels are coming out dirty right there? They're very, very low. This product is much better than yours. But let's see. Let's get some color blends in here. Skyworth, food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is on a what screen? None of y'all picking up contrast. Good gracious. Where did the contrast go? Yeah, that's you right there. That's your strip. You're dirty. You're coming up real dirty. Really dirty. Yeah, well, it says right there. It picks a higher white level than the spot. Look at the fan. that's why the paint's doing a nice job. So that's $23 a gallon, and at 2 ounces, you need 32. It'll do about 32 to get a 100 to 120 inch screen. That's 90. It's 97 cents. So you can achieve that very cheaply. $8. I want to take some of that and make a little screen for myself for demonstrations against our own products. So we're going to do another one, customer request. Here we do the second unboxing. Pretty sure we're going to have your customer's request. Buy it, I think I'm going to buy a whole bunch more of the spray paints. Wow, look at that right there. Much cleaner, much cleaner than your image. Oh yeah, by far. Look at that. That's your product there. That is the product. The 97 cents product right there. Look how much cleaner his skin tone came up compared to your product there. Your product came up very dirty. Look at that. And that's still wet. Look at that. Look how beautiful that. I'm speaking from a personal point of view when I used to make gray screen paints back in the day. That's extremely good. Extremely good compared to that right there. Even though this can't hold no weight on our product, at the end of the day, on a gray screen perspective view, that is extremely good. Look how clean that's coming up. Look how white the skin tone is. Look at it right here. Look how dirty it is right here. 97 cents. Wow. Well, thank you so much. Sometimes the naysayers the best demonstration they do. I had a naysayer come here one time, a long time ago, said, "What about your product versus gray paint?" Best idea ever. That's why we do the gray paint. Because if a black screen can produce a level better than a gray screen itself, that's an outstanding demonstration. We get our best challenges sometimes from the naysayers. Thank you so much. That came out. Wow, I never noticed that. Look how clean that looks. Look how clean that is compared to this. Look how dull this is and how clean that is. Very good. Very, very, very good. Interesting. This is dingy and dirty here. See that's dingy and dirty right there? This is much cleaner. But this is the Sherman-Williams. The Sherman-Williams is actually, let me see. Let me get over this side. Let me get on this side right here. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. We're going to have to do some side-by-sides with the Sherman-Williams. But that right there is freaking impressive. Right there. That's very impressive. Look how clean that's coming up. And this is Crows Cinemax. Look how dirty the Cinemax is coming up. This is clean. That's very clean. Oh, man, that's good. That's good. That is very good, man. That'll give me a run for my money with my stuff, man. Not my black stuff. No, I'm sorry. My black stuff will destroy this stuff. But, I mean, other than that, if I was doing free screen paints, yeah, that is something to fear. And there's no glitter. There's nothing in it at all. It's right out of the container. But the Sherman-Williams is a little bit cleaner than that. That's cleaner than Crows. And the Sherman-Williams is actually cleaner than that. So you see right here where the hand is right here, see how the skin tone is right here, see how light it is right here? Look at the Sherman-Williams. The Sherman-Williams is actually much cleaner. But this being next to Crows, no. That's actually cleaner than Crows. That's for a much brighter level right there. See those spots I rubbed into the screen? That's how bright it's coming up compared to Crow's product. That's actually really freaking good. 97 cents ain't bad. Look at that right there on the dinner plate. Look at the difference on the dinner plate right here. Yeah, the Sherman-Williams is good. It's really good. That's better. That's lighter than Crows. Actually, right there, lighter than Crows. The Sherman-Williams right there. Man, yeah, y'all got some options now. You got some options. I don't know which one I'm doing to tell you. If I was doing big screen paints, if I was one of his customers, I think which one I'd probably go with. I probably do the Sherman-Williams. And we got to do the Sherman-Williams. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. And keep in mind, Jamie has nothing to do with you today. This is just pure thinking. If it was something to do with you, I'd be calling you all kinds of insults right now. I'm laughing at you and everything. Right now on camera, I'm laughing at you. This has nothing to do with that. This is just strictly out of curiosity on what is better. Now, I understand. Like I said, great paints, we don't deal with them. Like it was nothing. But it ain't about that. It's about for those people out there. If you're paying $80, $89 for a product at the end of the day, you need to know getting the best of what you need to get. And man, I'm telling you, really, but that Sherman-Williams is better, man. It's actually much better. And Metal Gray. So the Sherman-Williams SW773, it's called Metal Gray. I didn't have enough in the cap to put down Metal Gray. I put down the number of it. You have to get that Sherman-Williams. I would go with the super paint. That's what I would go with. At the end of the day, you're going to get a certain level of color. Your contrast levels are going to suck. I'm telling you that right from the door. You're going to have to be in the dark to pour somewhere decent gray level. That's it. It's going to have the same fallout since you're going to have you're going to have the same thing. But at the end of the day, Sherman-Williams and that apple barrel is better than the gray screen paint mix. And at the end of the day, it is much cheaper. Much, much cheaper. Hey, you enjoy. Okay. Product seems like it's more than what it's not. Yeah, it's about making your product seem more than what it's not. It's paint natural stuff at the end of the day. You don't do any kind of particular test whatsoever to make your stuff stand out at the end of the day. The majority of your demonstrations are done in the dark. If you notice, we're not doing this in the dark. The reason why we're not doing this in the dark is because you need to see exactly what you are getting at the end of the day. That's the point of the high-end projector, seeing in the dark. If you go turn your lights on, you know what to expect at the end of the day. That's why I'm doing this with the lights on, so you see exactly what you're getting 100% and trying to make it look like something that it's not. There's more lights on there for you. Put this light on to the side with the overheads on. Put as much light on there as possible. We'll take the lights out too, but we want to show you how much light you're going to have in the environment, what your quality is going to go through. Because when you see people doing stuff in the dark with calibrated projectors and all that stuff, they're hiding things from you at the end of the day. When you go home, you turn your lights on, you see what happens to that product. It's the same way in demonstration. Mad at myself. Who customer? Well, who? I'm not telling you, Jim. At the end of the day, when you avoid doing demonstration, you spark curiosity. People are going to start thinking about why in the world are you taking so long to do these demonstrations and themselves. not even here anyway. Okay, whatever. You know what's going to happen. Anytime you have superior technology, you have to show it. I know people get mad. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I told you. I got customers on here that buy my product at the end of the day, and they're going to ask, hey, what's the difference between your product and that? But at the end of the day, I see some other screen paint products, they all match. I just have to show my screen off just a little bit. I mean, come on, it's a beautiful, beautiful technology. It's beautiful. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It does exactly yeah. Right there. I just show it off. Come on. It's a black screen. And on top of, like I said, I have my customers coming in stuff too. In the day, they see what true technology looks like. Not this stuff at the end of the day. Yeah, this stuff matches this product. No problem whatsoever. Oh well, people. Now you know more. You know more. My stuff is 97 cents paint. That is crazy. Look at that. Look how good that paint looks. Oh, it's still washed out. It's still trash at the end of the day. Next door stuff is garbage. But other than that, let's just say it's not. Well, it is, man. It is. At the end of the day, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Look at that. Your contrast levels are washed out. Colors are washed out. Man. It's bad, but at the end of the day, like I said, you're paying $80 to $89 for a product that can't even produce a proper contrast. Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. That is washed out. Washed out, washed out. Washed out, washed out. It's washed out at the end of the day. The colors don't even jump. Watch the black technology rolls over top of it. And at the same time, cancel light in the environment at the same time. I don't even know how to name myself. But at the end of the day, to satisfy the customer's curiosity at the end of the day, yeah, you could do the same thing with a 97 cents apple bottom, or whatever it's called, that paint called apple barrel paint. Same thing, but except it's a little better. It produces a higher white level than Crow's product. It does a lot more better white level. You're paying too much money. This is shame. You know, you pay that cheap paint and you turn around and you cheat your projector out of it. Man, let me get my screen out of here. Look how washed out the colors are. I'm posting this demonstration with not showing our black screens off, but you have to understand, it's just the fact that y'all don't even understand what y'all don't see at the end of the day. That's the sad thing about it. You're bragging about your product. Y'all think it's something. The naysayers bragging about your product. You think, somebody sent me a picture today of this screen. I could not stop laughing. That thing was in the dark. Oh, you just shoot that in a cave? Where's the projector? Is it sitting in a cave somewhere? Where's your environment? Look at the picture. Right in the dark. Then I show him a picture of 150 inch outside. You don't respond back. What happened? All right. Show them dinky pictures. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Y'all not really show me anything. Like, back and forth, sending pictures, the same pictures over and over and over again. Same dark environment, same little screen, same projector. I'm showing pictures of outside. I got pictures in the inside with lights on. I just don't feel like showing them off. We can do it outside right now. That is, man. But at the end of the day, like I said, if I was buying gray screen paint products at the end of the day, oh, heck yeah, I'd pay for the one for $97. $97, or I would have paid for the one, the Sherman-Williams. You're talking about $23 a gallon. Sherman-Williams right there. $23 a gallon. And you see how close I got to get up on the screen to show you the difference? Good gracious. How do you, really? You got to be that close to the screen to show the difference. Now, see this right here? This is the, that's the apple paint. We call it apple paint. You see the red levels in this one right here? That's the red levels in that one. If I have to be this close, I never did a demonstration before. Oh, thank God I don't make gray screen paints anymore. But this is how close I got to be to show you the difference. This looks familiar. Anyway, yeah, it's better. It's better. Here's right over here. Let me see. That's, I have to get my phone cord untangled for a minute. I have to get my phone cord untangled for a minute. All right, so if you look at this right here, up close, people, see the red line right here? That's the product right there. You see how beautiful that looks? So let me get this straight. Now, see the difference right here. This is the product here. That's Crow's product right there. See that? That's Crow's. That's the product. You gotta be that close to the difference. Are you this close to a projection screen? No, you're not. You're gonna be over here. Now, you show me the difference. Oh, you can't show me the difference because you can't see it from here, can you? Why you pay $80 to $89 for one of them, and one of them's costing you $23 to 97 cents. There you go. And if for the customer asks for that, yep, that's the difference between the two. It's going to buy the hobby paint. Let's get this Sherwin-Williams. Just save more money. There's no so any more Crow customers out there, I'm not going to keep doing it. Like I said, I'll do a couple. I'll bunch them line up for you right there. You can see from the day, end of the day, what you're getting. But all in all, honestly, tell you the truth, if I was going to buy, I'd just pay $23 and get the thing over there. $100 for network. I'm literally about to paint over your whole screen right now and put this stuff in here and stick. It looks better than yours. I'd rather just do that. I'm going to do the network versus hobby paint because they look pretty interesting. Let me go back to this for a minute. I remember I got to cover all this in today because we get this from people that are saying, well, wait a minute, right there, free video. thought they would probably freeze that. There we go, right there. I think they would freeze it about right there. They'd be like, look, that's a contrast. It's not a contrast level. Again, at the end of the day, that is gray. Okay, put it this way. You to understand this. It's a contrast level in the dark. It's a contrast level with the lights on. The contrast level is supposed to remain the same way. If it changes when you turn the lights on and it goes really pale, then it's not a contrast level. That's the best way to do it. Let me see what we got going on here. Oh, here we go. Other than that, yeah, the house paint is better. Yeah, the reason why I say it is because I get emails from, and people are being nasty people. No, it's not being nasty people. The naysayers will contact me with emails. I'm going to show you some emails they send to me. But they'll contact me and say, no, it's this, it's contrast. They will argue with me at the end of the day. And I'm trying to explain to them, like, look, at the end of the day, if your screen is producing a real contrast level, it's going to be to maintain the same contrast level when you turn the lights on. It's not going to change. You might have a little slight difference that could happen from time to time, but other than that, if it's 100% a black screen, that contrast is going to remain the same way if the screen turns on and it's lights on. It's going to remain the same way. Oh. Well, they want to convince me at the end of the day, no, that's not possible. So and so, like, no, I got like playing jacket here. I had a picture in here I'm going to take. There we go. Perfect example. This was a picture that was sent to me by Crow, showing me how amazing this product was. Look, mind you, we were in the dark when we did that demonstration. Well, Crow, here's a picture right back at you. That's Sherman-Williams at $23 a gallon right there. And next to that is a 97-cent hobby paint gray. Next to your product, right over there. As you can see, at the end of the day, it's producing an amazing color, being hobby paint at 97 cents. You want to get up close on the screen? There you go. The Sherman-Williams produces a higher water level. This produces a much richer color. And the sad thing about it is, all the colors are off. Every last one of them. All right. To the customer who requested this, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Like I said today, if I were you and doing this, buying the screen paint, I would just go and buy, I would just buy the Sherman-Williams. I would just get the Sherman-Williams at the end of the day. That's what I would get. I mean, it's $23 a gallon. You're going to have plenty of paint. A slightly darker color. Colors pop a little higher. Next, they're all fails. There you go. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. I'm going to go back downstairs. I appreciate entertaining the customer. I'm like a really cool guy. And today, thank you so much for the opportunity to do this, because I didn't really think about it on that level. Putting no great screens there and doing the test. I mean, we did some, but not on that level. But it gives people to understand that today, you're spending $80 to $89 for a product that cannot back itself to house paint. And I've already seen it on the tablecloth demonstration. That was really sad at the end of the day. That environment was literally that dark. That dark in that environment in order to try to pull up somewhat of a decent picture. Let me put this back up because we're done with this for the day. These don't have, one thing I like about these motorized projection screens, they don't have an automatic cutoff when they get to the top. Remember, they're cheap motorized projection screens. So they don't have that automatic cutoff in the door, just ignore them when you buy them. But they do work perfectly fine, especially for testing, especially something we're going to be testing paints on over and over again. But as a dried, if you look at it, it blended right in the Crow's product with no problem. It just produces a much richer color, a better, richer color than this product at the end of the day. Comes out much lighter than this product. So, my opinion, if I was buying gray screen paint mix today, I'd probably just buy Sherman-Williams and be done with it. That's what I would buy. I buy Sherman-Williams. Just you get a lot of paint. It's only $23 a gallon. Come out much better with that. It does produce a higher white level than all the other paints there. The other one comes out slightly a little bit darker. Produces a better color, which is the apple barrel. I would just go with Sherman-Williams if I were you at the end of the day. That would be the best one to go with. You're going to get a whole lot more paint. On top of that, by the way, the product we have here is only for indoor use. You can't use washable paint. It's a kid's paint at the end of the day. So it's a washable paint. You can't use it for any outside use. So Sherman-Williams, you can take outside and use that at the end of the day. All right, I'm going to put this over here more. Trash. Sherman-Williams. Aggravation, what is it? It's really good. All right, we're done. I'm going downstairs again to relax. Scan my email. Because every time I go into my email, I always get some weird question from somebody saying, hey, can you test this out? You do that? But I like doing the demonstrations. I do enjoy them. I do enjoy it. I don't mind taking some time out of my day to go in and get that taken care of for the customer. Oh, we got a label. We have to ship this out. All right, people, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. As I said before, when it comes to these gray screen paint products, you have to make sure you're getting exactly what you pay for. You want to make sure at the end of the day that you're not getting house paint, but real screen paint. And as I said before, from the test we did here, as you can see, that the apple barrel is actually pretty good. It does produce a better color. White levels are a little bit low on it. It's actually, they're much higher than Crow's product, the Cinemax, much higher than Cinemax. But at the end of the day, they are a little bit low. Right here, you see where we have the network produces a very high white level, and the colors are actually really good off it. End of the day, if I was going to choose then the network right here, it's not that far off in the Cinemax. It really isn't that far off. Look at this. That's the apple barrel. Apple barrel isn't that far off. Looks pretty good too. That is really good. I wonder what would happen if I mixed the apple barrel and the Sherman-Williams together. What would I get out of that? Okay, we're doing it now. I'm curious. What would I get out of that? Oh yeah. What would I get out of that? We're gonna make some gray screen paint. I'm curious. What would happen if we mix those two together? What would we get? Alright, I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna put this in here. Watch it later on. We're gonna do this for tomorrow. This is gonna be for tomorrow, not for today. I'm gonna mix these two together. Hey buddy, what's up? What you dragging around the house? You crazy dude, you. You crazy dude. What are you dragging around the house? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? You crazy man, you. You crazy man, you. All right. I was thinking, what would happen if we mix the apple barrel and the Sherwin-Williams? Now I know for a fact that we have some paint at the bottom for Crow to pick up, but he's never going to order it. He's never going to pick it up. Well, not order it, but he's never going to basically request to have it shipped to his front door. That's not going to happen. So we're going to use it because he's not going to use it. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Gotta get this ready for tomorrow for ship out. We're going to take and make our own mixture right there. I'm going to know. See, that one was not throw my stand. Dumb stuff. Get off my stand. Because he's never going to request it. He's never, no, he's not going to request it. So we're going to use it. Might as well. Where did I put that? Where did I put that package at? I need that package. Let me see. Did I put that here? Here it is. He's never ever, you all know, it'll sit there on my cabinet forever. The Crow will never ever request it to come to the door. Crow, you can pick it up for yourself. I'm going to offer to give it to you for free, but you pick it up for yourself. I want to find out what happens if we mix these two paints together, what we're going to get. I want to see if we get the best of both worlds out of this. Let me open this up. I want to get some of that in there. We're going to make our own mixture. What are we going to call it? What are we going to call it? Call it something. Let's see. Let's make ourselves a new screen paint. Now, so you know, we're going to test some of this. It's just small. This mini paint to test against our own stuff. That's what I want. On these jars, we got areas we can measure at. So all right, so we're going to put in about, that's all we need from there. Take these. Is this open? This is what you should be doing with your paints. I do this with my black paints all the time. Should be doing these demonstrations. That was delicious. That's my favorite one so far. Oh boy, yeah. Hey, you stand alone, okay? Why you gotta keep messing with the stand? Leave it alone. Let me get one. Unless we're going to get some like flavor vodkas. Raisin vodka, cinnamon vodka. Yes! weigh these in. That's about 6 ounces. 6 ounces there. It's going to come out nice. A nice color. It's going to have the Sherman-Williams. I'm not going to show you when I put it into it. I'm not going to show you the label, nothing. But I'm going to give you an idea.
Would you rather not? I've never really seen it. I think it's too common. 18-year-old, the Renaissance series. Oh yeah.
A biscuit goes soggy when it gets ill, and a cake goes hard.
Don't go down to the nitty-gritty. Give me your answer.
They're a cake.
That's all, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the popular one I've seen this one. Oh, yeah.
Or in December, I thought.
Show you how easy it is to make your own gray paint. I won't show you what this stuff is. But you're going to need it. You'll figure it out for yourself. But you're going to need it. Anytime you develop a gray screen paint, you're going to need this stuff right here. It's very important. But I won't tell you what it is. But that's not fair, Mr. Bird. That's not my job. My job is to tell you how to make it. Well, some stuff I do tell you how to make. Some things I can't tell you everything on.
Would you ruin my life if I asked you to?
So we needed that. So what was that? What was that? I tell you, you didn't know. This is what you use to put your glitter. You don't want it too small. If you put too much glitter into it, you get a Christmas tree effect. This spoon is perfect. Just perfect. You use that for your bird? No, we don't use that for our bird. We use this when we make other gray screen paint products to show people at the end of the day we can make your stuff as fast as we want to. Jamie, take note. I told you, I can manufacture all this stuff in no time at all. I showed you that with the Silver Max. This is for us. Something that's I think too much. That's the problem. When it comes to making gray screen products, I think too much. Gotta learn to allow your mind to flow and relax. Now, we'll get a chance to test this out tomorrow. You want to find out what it's going to do. Trust me, at the end of the day, it's going to react. It's just like you might have a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit of a bump. It may be a little better. That's basically about it. But at the end of the day, it's a great product. It has it's outdated, it's old. never ever be able to take on dark technology. Never. But at least it's not cheaper than paying $8 for a product that's outdated and over today. What I like about this product is there's no black in it. Black is okay, but the only problem with black basically can destroy the structure of your product. Oh, let's finish. Tacos and there you. What you doing?
Yeah, wait.
Now we can make it darker if you want. We can always add a tone in to make it darker. I'm going to keep this stuff nice and light. Make a nice white level. Make a better version of this. I gave you the ingredients on how to do it. It's very, very, very simple. All depends on your base. Your base is what makes your product. I can spend it from sun. I can actually do a seminar on how to make gray screen paint. But anyway, your base is the most important thing. Usually people want to use the base, they use bare 1050, garbage. They use white paint, garbage. Because all that does is basically just clouds your base. Hey, what you doing? You want to do something when you make your base. You want to make sure your base has a nice reflective surface, like silver. Silver's a fantastic base to start off with. You don't want to start off with the gray paints and stuff because they're cloudy, they're dirty. The minute you put black paint on, they become muddy and filthy. You don't want to do that at all, period. Like the Silver Max. You see how beautiful the Silver Max looks? It's a silver base. It starts off with silver and then you add a little black into it. And all this other extra stuff, oh, I don't have time to teach you all that stuff today. And this is our new stuff. We're going to be using this. Sometimes I design my own products to go against my own technology. That's done. We still got leftovers. I get 2 out, and when it comes to the what do you call it? The Sherman-Williams. I like the Sherman-Williams. I like the Sherman-Williams better than the what do you call it? Better than I can't think of the name for it. The silver screen. Bare silver screen. I like it much better. Much better. The problem with the bare silver screen, the bare silver screen, it's too light. It's so light it looks like it's white paint. So you're forced to add black paint in it. If you start dropping black paint in that, you will automatically start clouding and muddying up your paint all the way from the door. But with the you have it's already tinted already. You don't have to put a lot of black paint into it. At the end of the day, you come up with a much cleaner image. That's how I know at the end of the day that Crow1176 Black is bare silver screen in it, because he had to add a lot of black paint in it to get it to a certain color. I'll be sitting there trying to figure out how the freak that I know that. I know I can tell by the color of me. It's the of what's in a product at the end of the day. That's why we requested. I requested for the simple fact that we're going to show the highest light levels. I requested exactly what the screen has in it. Usually with the gunmetal screens or the high screens, they have a reflective surface. The more of the reflective surface that's actually applied to the surface, the brighter the surface, which means the lower the contrast and color. When these things are different options, they pour a darker finish. They have black paint. No black paint at all, not 1 ounce. And then that white stuff I dropped in there, you're probably scratching your head thinking, what the freak was that? Well, I can't tell you what that is. We design gray screen paint. I bought all this stuff ahead of time to make gray screen paint products. To show you how fast And we can go in and take his product, reverse engineer to get better than what it is. This is stuff we used back in the day. We just did. Oh, by the way, I know if you go to the website, you're going to be looking for the ingredients. It's not there. You didn't add it in. Some things are secret. You're not going to know everything.
I don't make this
It'll do the job.
I
It'll do the job. Yes, it will.
Goodbye. Now it's time to go. But hey, hey, well that's okay. It's December 7th. Here now.
Where's that?
I know I can see it already. Can you
Okay,
find it?
okay.
You're back. Well,
Happy Christmas, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday, the 6th day of the 7th day of the check cover. I just think you
Summer 7. We're not drunk at all.
it's like Red Bull.
Quality.
No, I'm not that drunk. I'm tipsy. I'm being silly.
enjoy that having my life.
And he's probably thinking at home, oh, he's trying to make a product better than my product. No. Not trying to make a product better. I already did that already. I'm not trying to make a product better than your product. At the end of the day, no matter what I mix, no matter what I combine together, it all blends together. It's going to do the same thing, similar to the rest of the stuff we have here. At the end of the day, just to show you that the stuff is outdated and it's old.
It's a whiskey we don't need.
Woo! Yeah, we love those. Like kissing the beer. Okay. This is the product for Venezuela. No.
Atlas Mason jars. This reminds me of Bottle Shop Atlas.
Tuesday's the worst day.
The jars for this. Sherman-Williams. You know how much this costs to make? It's $23 for the Sherman-Williams. The powder I dropped in there, I can't tell you what it is, but that powder costs around $1. That's $23. If you were going to basically make a gallon of it, you would multiply it by 4. That's what you would do. Anything you make anything in a quart, you multiply it by 4 and you make it into a gallon. That's it. But and nobody can make it, please. You can make it so many different directions. It's not even funny. Well, I mean, you can make great over here. I enjoy myself for the rest of the day. Playing in the background, make myself some hot tea. Tomorrow morning, this is the last demonstration I'm doing on gray screen paint. I'm so tired of doing this stuff. It's getting on my freaking nerves. It's the same thing. It does the same thing. No matter what we do, it does the same thing. But to the customer who wanted to know at the end of the day, yeah, you come off better just getting the network gray. That's what I would do. Honestly, at the end of the day, we're getting network gray. Now, this stuff, you can play with it a bit. I mean, I like it because you don't have to put any black paint into it. At the end of the day, you can add a little glitter to it. You can put some of that white stuff. You can figure out exactly what I put in there, what that stuff was. But you can play with this stuff. This stuff has stair steps to it if you want to work with gray screen paint products. And the good thing about it, no black paint. That's the last thing you want to be dropping into this stuff. That's the problem with the Bear silver screen. I told you to start with the Bear silver screen because the Bear silver screen is so light, it looks like white paint. If you apply this stuff to a wall, it's almost the equivalent of having a white screen. So you drop a little paint into it to tone it. That's what messes it up. It makes the paint dirty. That's why when I showed you on the image, you see how clean the other paint came out? You see how Crow's paint came out dirty? There you go. There's black paint in it. But this stuff already has it in it. So pretty much if you drop a little glitter into that right there, or add in a cup of silver, this is what I would do. Really, if you want to hook this up, really hook this up, you take half this and you put Sherman-Williams in it. The other half you put in silver. And then you put a little bit of glitter into it, boom. That would be real nice. Real nice. You have no idea how to do this. I told you, you didn't make this stuff back in the day. But you want to measure, whatever you do, you always put in half. Half and half of everything. Half and half. It's always easy to measure if you got to make it again. So all you do, put in half silver PG, half of it network gray, and a little bit of that silver in it. Don't put too much in it, and I guarantee you, it'll pop much better than his product at the end of the day, and it'll be a lot cheaper. That being said, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Gotta go.